Well, it wouldn't be anything like with money. I don't really care about money like that. People will remember me, I guess, when I die. Or to just be known as like an honest guy. That's all I really want. Just to be known as like a good guy, you know? I don't know, just like live an honest life, you know? Just to be like, well, when I die, I know that I don't have any regrets or anything. Well, I think I remember more good dreams, to be honest. That's sticks in your brain. The But this one was kind of like a weird dream. It's like the only one that comes to mind. I was hanging out with my ex-girlfriend, and for some reason we are going to the beach or something. But I guess my brain's all fucked. So like it was like it was just weird. Like it didn't look like the beach at all. Like it was all fucked up, and it was just super weird. But it was a good time. I kind of felt like I was like a little faded or something, you know. Money's just a mean to an end. It's really worthless if you really think about it. It's just a piece of paper and it's just a number. What you do with that money is what it really means to you, you know? So money's kind of worthless. If I had to say it from like a scale of 1 to 10, even though it's more like a spectrum, I guess, uh, I guess I would consider it like 4, like a little bit more on the sad side, but I feel like that's just because of our current events, you know? It's just putting a lot of people in like a bad state of mind. But overall, my life isn't that bad, you know? Could be worse. It really depends. I mean, if it's for myself, I feel like I'd probably, if I had to get into a fight and I was by myself, I wouldn't really be as inclined. But if it had to do with someone else, or if I had to fight for someone else, I'd be more inclined to do so. But I'd rather not fight. That's not really the thing to do. Rather just find like a peaceful solution, I guess. Well, when I go through like Instagram and all that stuff, I mean, I just really look at memes, but I could see how it could have like a negative effect. Like because I mean, everybody on Instagram they're flexing, you know. Everybody wants to be the best on Instagram, and then I could see like if someone's already feeling down on themselves and they see that, then they're just gonna feel like even more like shit, you know. So I could see how it could be like negatively impacting like generations to come. But I mean, it's also a good thing at the same time because it helps you connect with people you wouldn't be able to. Like a good 7, but that's because I'm a fucking 20-year-old guy, you know, like horny bastard all the time. No, but I feel like that's just with everybody, you know. It's we live in a world of competition, you know, and as much as I mean, I know people have told you and people tell me all the time that I'm good looking or whatever, and that I'm fit, I look good, I have good amount of money. I'm not rich, but I mean I have enough. And then you think about it for yourself and you're like, well, I could do better. I could be better, you know? So and that's not a bad thing in itself, but once you let it consume you to the point where you feel like you're nothing, that's when it hurts, you know? But yeah, I definitely, there's points in my, where I don't feel like I've done enough or I'm not enough, of course. If it's for what people think about me, if they really loved me, they wouldn't make me pick a side. But if I had to do something where it would put someone else's life in danger, I mean, I'd rather not hurt anybody, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do. See, you shouldn't put anybody else ahead of you. I mean, as long as you're not degrading or belittling someone else, who cares? Who gives a fuck? Because I mean, I'm sure you're saying this because like people like you're thinking about like people's parents. Like if you want to do something, they don't want you to do it. Well, they're not living your life, you know? They just want you to do something that they want to do. It's not what you want to do. You do what you want to do because they're not going to always be there. And then when they're gone, what the fuck are you going to do? You're going to be doing what they wanted to do and you're going to hate your life. Rather take a L right now or right now than fucking 20 years later when I can't do anything about it. I could see why like people would think that like maybe their life is predestined, but if you really didn't give a fuck, you could do one thing now and then switch it completely the next, you know? I I mean, kind of, but to an extent, you could change it if you really want to, you know? I would say yes, but there's some things where it's just like it's free will. It's not predestined, you know? So it's like halfway. Like there is some like destiny, I guess. I do believe in fate to an extent, but you also have free will. I feel like you can do whatever you want, you know? It's not like you're destined to do something.